Yeah, bro. I've been a little bit concerned lately.
As have I.
No, not about that, silly goose.
Well.
My breathing has been really heavy, bro. Like I'll just be sitting there, doing whatever I do,
Mm-hmm.
and like I'll hear myself breathing, which I don't think has ever happened before. Like I'll just be like on my phone or watching something, or I'll be eating, and I literally just hear this. Like that's not me, right?
Are you like?
Like, dude, why is like my breathing is like heavy? Like maybe I'm out of shape. Maybe there's something wrong with me.
I mean,
But
you
it's
don't
been
eat
quite
the
alarming.
most healthy of food.
Yeah, that's true. I don't think that's it. Surely it's something else.
You're not gonna go with the food.
Anyways, yeah,
Well,
it's
you
been a little.
you are the type to go to a doctor, so why don't you just go get it checked out?
I'm the okay. Oh yeah. For everyone who doesn't know, Gabe has this weird fear of he thinks like doctors are, or excuse me, he thinks his body can just take care of itself without any doctor, without any medicine ever. Even when he had the cold or the flu, or was it COVID? You were like, no, I'll be okay. It's like,
I just don't trust doctors.
It's like going to help you.
I don't trust doctors, dude.
Yeah, I don't even know how to respond to that.
Everyone just goes and gets freaking drugs.
Your level of superiority is just a bit different.
Yeah, I'm just, as you say, I'm built different.
Yeah. And that's always bugged me about you, but we don't have to get into that.
Is it like a jealousy thing, or?
That's not it. It's just, it's just we live in this day and age where we can literally be cured of just about anything, and you just you think you're too good.
You think it's a cure? I think it's a Band-Aid. It just covers it up.
Right. Well, one of us is right, one of us is wrong.
It's
and
true.
We'll let the uppies decide.
Those guys.
I'm pro medicine, dude. If I feel a sore throat coming on,
Mm-hmm.
if I've got a achy back, you think I'm the guy that's gonna say my body will take care of it? I know my body. It needs some training wheels. And I pop an ibuprofen, I get a Dr. Pepper in me, and I'm a different man, okay? Whether it's placebo or not, medicine works.
I mean, it covers it up, yeah.
Well, yeah, it fixes it. So I don't know if a Band-Aid fixes it or covers it up.
No,
So,
ibuprofen masks the pain. But if you get some exercise in, you get some sun, you drink some like freaking lemon tea or something, that's kind of healthy stuff.
That's a tall order. That's a lot to do today. I just
that's a lot to do.
That's another thing. When you have all the time in the world to go out and lay in the sun and really whatever you do, and me when I'm constantly working, when I'm seeking opportunities for growth, I mean, it makes sense that you would believe that. But for me, I just really don't have the time to go out and lay in the sun. You know what I mean?
Well, you do live in a place
so I just
where there's
need
not a
quick
lot
solutions.
of sun. So,
dude, I will say, I got gas today.
Yeah.
Now, I'm not talking about gas prices. We all know how we feel about that.
Yeah.
Dude, it was warm to the point where I had to turn on my air conditioning.
What is it, like 65 up there?
Let me check.
Please do.
What's the weather right now? Dude, what? It's 75, bro.
Dang. That is nice.
75 degrees. I do. Maybe I should go lay out.
Yeah. Sounds good for you. But
it's crazy, bro.
You're in a hoodie. And you know what? What's up with that hat, man?
Dude, I'm just vibing, bro. What's the weather in Jeezy?
87 right now.
Dang, bro.
So it's pretty hot. Pretty hot.
It's about time, dude. I feel like this winter lasted forever. We're at like the end of March. It's too long.
I'm ready for it to be hot. I have to get my IC in my truck recharged or something because we were driving around today and I was just sweaty. I'm a sweaty boy.
Oh, really?
Yeah. I mean, I'm a black truck with a black shirt. I mean, what can I expect?
Dude, okay, let's just, I'm going to throw something out on live pod.
Okay.
On live pod, okay?
Okay.
Bro, I think it's time for a vacay, bro.
Really?
I think it's time for vacay. I think it's a boys trip.
Dude, do you know what I think we should do?
Me and you. That's what I mean.
Oh.
Okay. No, that was stupid. It was dumb.
I'm like, listen, I don't think I have the time. A lot of sunland to do. Okay.
And I'm not talking St. George, even though I guess that could be vacation. I'm talking we need to go to California We need to fly out to Mexico. I'm saying we plan this within the next month and we go.
Okay, how about this?
We can bring the pod with us.
No, I was gonna say, we could literally, hear me out. We could literally take a road trip, you and I, with all our gear, and do an Airbnb situation in Long Beach or something, tour the old Mish, and just like we record a couple episodes a day, go for a week, plan out 14 weeks of podcasts.
Wow. Okay. Wow. You. Okay. Wow. I don't know.
It's
about
a business opportunity.
Let's take this back maybe just a little bit.
Okay.
I mean vacation. Okay?
Oh, you didn't want to use it to be productive. You just want to hang out.
No. We can be on the grind. We can do like an episode or a couple episodes while we're gone. I think that's great. That'd be sick. On site, on a resort, on the pod, on the beach, live. That'd be nuts.
So, can I ask you a question? I'm guessing you feel comfortable enough financially to do something like this.
Gabe, we only live once.
Yeah, true.
And let's just say my vendor or loaner at the bank, he owes me one. So I have a little wiggle room.
So did you sell the van?
I am on Tuesday.
Really? Oh man, I thought it would already happen.
Dude, it was actually a crazy story. So let me throw this at you.
Okay.
So I renovated the back of my van. Everyone knows. Oh, we should have done an episode back there when we were down. That would have been so good. That's okay. It was okay. We can throw up some pictures. You guys get it. Just go to my Instagram. Well, it's not on there, but you get the idea.
Yeah.
I renovated the back of my van. It took me a couple months. Turned out great. I never really used it because I wanted to sell it newer. I don't know. I'm kind of weird with that. Like, I have a hard time buying clothes from the DI because they've been used. And it's not necessarily like a cleanly thing. I just like having things that like haven't been owned by someone. I don't know. It's kind of weird. Mm-hmm. But I wanted that same experience for somebody else. Even though I own the van, I didn't want to have been sleeping in the back or taking on road trips and then, oh yeah, here you go. I wanted it to be new for him. Okay. Because I knew I wasn't going to keep it long term.
Yeah.
So I sell it. Dude, I put it on Marketplace and I'm not exaggerating. Within 24 hours, 100 people had liked it, which was like an anomaly. Because, is that Luke?
Close. I forgot to lock
Grandma?
It's mommy.
Oh. So on Facebook Marketplace, you usually see things for 20 likes is like a lot. You're like, dang, this thing it's bumping, right?
Yeah.
It just doesn't get that much traction. I don't know if 20 likes is a lot. It doesn't feel like a lot. Dude, within 24 hours, there were 100 likes on this thing. I listed it at a pretty fair price. I didn't go super, super high. I didn't want to take advantage or list it too high and then I got to negotiate. I just wanted it to be kind of just a one and done thing, right? Mm-hmm. And then within, and then I got a bunch of messages. People wanted to come look at it. A girl came and looked at it. Some people were offering a little bit more. It was just kind of a weird situation, but she's like, I'll buy it right now for the price.
Yeah.
And I got cold feet and I didn't know if that guy was going to go through with a higher price. And I didn't handle it great, and then I was like, maybe I don't want to sell this thing. And I got really, really scared. So I kind of just was like, sorry, I can't right now. Right. And then a day later, the check engine light came on, which had never happened before. And I was like, oh, great. I took it in. They're like, oh, your coolant hose is leaking. It just needs to be replaced. I was like, okay. Fast forward a month later, I'm still waiting on this part. It's been back ordered. Mm-hmm. And I don't want to sell it with the check engine light, or something not completely fixed.
Yeah.
So I've just been in stalemate for a month. And then yesterday, this guy out of the blue, and I am getting it fixed on Monday. It's for sure. Mm-hmm. But this guy comes out of the blue and he's like, hey man, can I come check out your van? I was like, of course. Because I put it back up because I knew it was going to be fixed. He comes by, he's got tattoos, just buzzed head. He's just a man's man, right? He was super broad, just a big dude. And then his wife came, and she had tattoos, and which is great. That's awesome. And they were super, super nice. Just not the type of people I was expecting for a small camper van, right? It was just kind of funny.
Yeah.
And so they come and look at it, and they're super, super nice. Honestly, some of the most genuine kind of people I've ever met. He's looking, he's checking it out. He's laying in the back. We're talking, we're laughing, we're having a great time. And as we're doing kind of the test drive, he's driving around. I'm in the passenger seat. I'm like, so man, like, where are you from? He's like, oh, like I'm, or no, here's how it happened. He said, so what made you want to sell, or what made you want to get a van? And I was like, oh, well, I spent a couple of years in Huntington Beach, area, and I just loved everyone driving around in Volkswagen buses. Like, I thought it was so cool, and I loved just the vibe of the van. And I was like, well, that's not necessarily very practical to have one of those vans because they're expensive to fix and they don't make them anymore, blah, blah, blah. And I was like, but I still wanted the van life. He's like, oh, no way. I actually, I'm kind of from Huntington Beach. I was like, yeah. He's like, yeah, like I'm from like Whittier, which was my last area in my mission.
Yeah.
And I was like, no way. And he's like, yeah, I grew up there. That's where I met my wife, yada, yada, yada. And I was like, yeah, like, that's where I started my mission. And he's like, dude, like I went on a mission to London, and it was just like a really cool, just like crazy experience too, where like we really bonded. And this guy and his wife were so cool. And they're like, yeah, like we're members. We have our temple recommend. Like we love the church. And I was just like blown away because usually that's not, people with tattoos typically don't, aren't members of the church and I love that they were. Like that was like an awesome experience. But again, it just wasn't what I was expecting.
Yeah.
And so anyways, these two people ended up being like some of the coolest people I've ever met. And I'm glad that something that I worked so hard on can go to somebody that I like and that will appreciate it. Right. So anyways, it was a really cool experience. So that, I should be able to sell that by, this week. And then I'm in the market for a new car, which I need to purchase relatively soon. So I've been researching a lot. I don't know if you have any advice or tips for me.
Well, I mean, I always have advice and I always have tips. Okay.
You never don't.
Maybe I need to chill on the tips. So, bro, you should buy a motorcycle, dude.
You know who I am.
Okay, fine. What are you leaning towards?
That's the thing, like 4 different things. So like I'm kind of down for an SUV because that's one thing I loved about the van was all the room.
Mm-hmm.
It was, obviously it was really good on gas, but if I were to get like a Honda Civic, it'd be amazing on gas.
Yeah.
But I don't know if that's necessarily a deal breaker for me. But I loved having a van. Do I go get another van? I don't think I will.
Bro.
Again, it's not very practical.
They have that like Prius C-Max or whatever it is, Prius Max. I can't remember what it's called, but it's like the bigger Prius, good on gas and the size of a van.
I have no idea what you're talking about, but I will look it up.
There's a big Prius, so it might be an option.
Okay. And I do want to stick more with brands like Dodge, like Chevy, like Hyundai, like Honda. I don't really want to go with the Subaru, Volkswagen. I don't feel like those hold up as well or have as good as reviews as. Again, I'm not a car guy, but those cars seem to last longer. Generally speaking, they have.
The longest lasting cars are Toyota, Honda.
Oh, Toyota, yeah, exactly, yep.
Yeah,
Honda.
Subaru is good. They're Japanese as well. Same vibe. Hyundai, Korean, they're good. But I would say definitely the lower end of reliability are German and American. So things like Dodge. I mean, obviously you have old Dodge and Chevy and Ford trucks that are like still rolling around. But yeah, when it comes to like modern day reliability, it's just Japanese cars, to be honest. But
yeah, maybe I don't know what I'm talking about. But the last 2 cars I've had are Dodges, and they've been fantastic.
Well, that's the weird thing. It's like when you look at like ratings or like what the internet says. Yeah, people are like, yeah, American cars don't last that well. And I'm like, to be honest, I've had a ton of American vehicles, and they're all amazing. I mean, my truck's got 150,000 miles, and I literally just like romp it around, and like nothing happens. So,
yeah, it's doing great.
Yeah,
dude. And here's the thing: I will never buy a Mazda ever.
You're not a Mazda fan?
I had a bad experience with Mazda. Not a fan. Really? Zero, zilch.
Zilch. Yeah. I did too many cars to pick from.
But I know, dude. It's kind of overwhelming to look. I'm like, I don't even know, bro. I just need something with low miles that I can have for a long time, that's reliable and not super expensive.
So here's
trying to stay within like 20 is probably my highest I'll go.
Yeah, no, that's good. I was going to say that here is why I brought up the van, because if you sell the van this Tuesday, it means you have some money.
Sure.
Then like driving and doing a trip wouldn't be all that strenuous.
Yeah, and that's a great point. And we really should break that down to where if we were to fly,
mm-hmm.
what is it looking like? Would it end up being the same price as, buying gas for our 12-hour trip, 11-hour trip there and back? As opposed to just flying and renting, or like, I don't know, man.
We'll have to run the numbers.
Or maybe we just get like a yeah, let's run the numbers. Because if we were just to get a beach house like in Huntington Beach, just like an Airbnb there, I'm sure it'd be expensive, but maybe we don't even need a car at that point. Yeah. I don't know. Maybe we Uber a couple times if we need somewhere. I don't know.
Yeah. We could just grab a couple of bicycles.
Sure, pack them up.
Just start zing.
In HB.
No, legit, okay. Like all the way to HP.
I mean, I'm more than down to go to the mission. Like, that's the meta. I haven't been on a plane in a long time. I feel like I need to be on a plane. Dude, that experience of being I don't know. I don't do it for a living because I'm sure people who fly a lot hate it. But when it's for a vacation, just there's magic in the air.
Yeah, dude. The feeling of going to the airport for a vacation is like...
Yeah, nice. And there's just people all around, and like you're waiting. You go, you walk to the terminal, you go and get some food. I don't know, you're kind of chilling on the phone, listening to music. They're calling in flights left and right. You bored. I think it's a blast. I love the whole atmosphere of traveling.
Dude, we should go to Florida.
So I don't know if... Yeah, maybe we switch it up a little bit. Maybe we go to Florida. Maybe we go to Mexico.
Yeah, dude. Cancun.
Now, see, again, I say we plan this, and I say we do it because
can Luke come in, or should we just do a uni?
Of course, Luke can come, bro. I'm down for that. I'm down for that.
I mean, he has a girlfriend, so I don't know if he fits the same vibe.
Wait, is it that same girl?
Yeah, dude. They're official.
Then you think it's legit?
As legit as it can be.
Holy crap. Good for him, dude. That's awesome.
What do I know?
Wait, so why'd you bring that up? Does that mean he can't go, or what was the point of that?
Yeah, I was just saying, like you said, yeah, we're both single, and I'm like, well, I mean, he's got a girlfriend.
Yeah.
It's just like
maybe
a
not Luke
vibe with like single guys,
Yeah, we have this energy and endurance that he just won't.
He's just not a part of us anymore,
Dang, well, that's kind of a bummer. That's okay.
Yeah, no, dude, a trip would be sick.
How are your funds? I don't want to bring this up on the pod, but
I don't want to make this public information. No,
how
they're tight. They're tight.
Sure.
But I mean, I could swing some. But no, yeah, definitely. It'd have to be one of those things where when we run the numbers, it's like cheap. Because if it's expensive, I'll be like, I'm gonna wait this one out.
So is that like a nice way of saying no, or because this kind of needs to be happening?
Nice way of saying no. I guess so. It's a nice way of saying no. But like, I don't know yet. I just don't know yet.
I think you do.
I have an idea.
Gosh dang it, bro. Well, what about your stocks? Surely you can pull something out.
Oh, well, I don't want to... I'm building a portfolio here. Okay, I don't want to pull something out.
Oh my gosh!
I'm building it. It's a process. Okay.
And how's that process? Are you trusting that process, or?
I'm trusting the process.
I don't like that.
Okay, so here's No, you need to. I think you have something to tell the people, the uppies.
Yeah, guys, I'm going on vacation.
Without me,
bro. I will do the podcast from a beach while you're in a back room with a headboard and a Christmas tree.
I'm in a storage closet, legitimately.
Nice.
Yeah, that would be funny if you was on the beach. Oh shoot.
Yeah, over the years I've what have I done? A lot of stuff, but I've permed my hair. I have bleached my hair. And
you've grown
now
it out.
I've buzzed. Thank you. I have grown out my hair. I've done like the Euro cut. I've done everything a man can do. But about a couple weeks ago, I buzzed it. So feels good. Feels free. It's amazing not to have to worry about what I'm gonna do or how I'm gonna fix it. Just throwing a cap on or just owning it, baby, has really been freeing for me. Very liberating.
Did you want them to? Okay, there it is.
And here's what's crazy.
Looking good, dude.
Like I have waves. I'm all.
yeah, the wave chat.
Here's what's crazy. You never realize what your hairline looks like until you buzz your hair. I was humbled these last couple weeks. Very humbled. I felt good about myself before, but this was one of those times where a lot of things were put into perspective.
Mm-hmm.
And one of those things was my hairline, because even
it's
though
really
I
not
felt it was
horrible.
normal, it's not. But
It's not even
low-key,
bad,
it's
really.
like,
It's just like it's the old
like
shape.
it's the cut. Yeah, it's like the widow's peak thing.
Yeah.
Which again, when you have hair, you never notice it. But
Right.
it's been good for me. It's been good.
Well, plus I kind of like that hairline a little more than mine.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, like,
Why is that?
well, I mean, some people don't like it, but I'm like, it gives it like shape. But like mine is literally like, I don't know, maybe I have it a little bit of shape.
Just straight.
Yeah, just like straight.
How much would it take for you to buzz your hair right now on the pod?
Shoot, dude. 10
A
Gs.
vacation? 10, bro. I'm sorry, your hair is not worth 10 grand.
It is, dude. It's absolutely luscious, and it takes a long time to grow out. And I'm like in the process. I'm like halfway there, bro. Probably 3/4.
So if you were to be offered a free vacation in Mexico, you wouldn't do it.
No, dude. I live in
my
St. George.
gosh.
Okay.
What does that have to do with anything?
Well, what am I trying to get away from? Every single day is a vacation.
You're not trying to get away from everything. You're trying to go somewhere new.
Right, but that's just not worth.
Think
buzzing
about
my
that.
head.
Think about that.
Okay, I'm thinking about it.
Yeah, but dude, this has really made me look, because I went to this is like almost 3 weeks, so it's pretty full. As
Yeah,
far
it was like
as
it was
all
really
the way
short
around.
before.
Dude, I went to the skin. I literally got my razor, not like a straight blade, but like my, and I went to the skin. Like I was actually bald. To the like as bald as a bald person has ever been bald.
Yeah. Dang.
I was a newborn baby and a 99-year-old.
Were you not afraid of, like, I've heard people that like they shave their head and then like it just doesn't grow back. You didn't think about that?
My hair just grows so fast. It never really occurred to me.
Mm-hmm.
And it was very impulsive. Like one day, like the blonde had grown out to where like half of my hair was blonde and half of it was dark. It's like I look like an idiot. And it was just so long that even trying to like comb it over or style it, it was just in a weird place. It was just too long generally, right?
Yeah.
Even if it wasn't bleach, I would have gotten a haircut at some point, unless I was trying to grow it out, really long. And one day I was like, man, like maybe I should just buzz it all. Like my hair just kind of feels thick. Feels like it needs to be gone. Maybe a little greasy. I just need it gone.
Mm-hmm.
And literally like an hour later, I was like, okay. And I just took me 10 minutes. I went all the way through.
It's insane. Dude.
And yeah, I kind of looked scary. Looked like I would just look way older with no hair. But it's going to sound weird, but I like having that much access to my scalp. Like I like being able to, I know, being able to feel it and like see it and clean it super, super well.
Yeah.
It's kind of nice.
Yeah.
Like it feels nice to like, I don't know. It's just I've got so much access,
Well, I will say that I sometimes question whether long hair is worth it. Because like I love the look of it sometimes. And like once it's longer, I think I'll like it more. But right now I'm just like, dude, my hair gets in my eyes, constantly bothering my face. Sometimes it looks weird. I have like little like freaking pieces of curly hair like sticking out. And I'm just like, dude, it's so annoying. I'm like, this is not worth it. And I'm like, dude, something about shaving your head and just having really short hair.
Dude.
Just it's like you don't have to worry about it. You can have the windows down and your hair's not like freaking out. It's so nice.
Dude, it's it's really just, it is freeing. It is. I feel like I'm reinventing myself a little bit. I'm like Slim Shady a little bit.
A little bit, just a little bit.
Especially right now. Okay, how about this? We'll do a number 1 to 1,000. 1 to 1,000.
Oh my gosh.
We'll do are you kidding me? To 1,000. You know what the odds of that are?
They're low, but like the way I stand right
they're
now
1
is like
to 1,000.
There's a lot of things I'd give up to not cut my hair.
Well, okay.
I'll
so
pay you
we'll say
$100. I'll pay this. How about this? 1 out of 1,000, I'll pay you $100 if I lose.
No,
Instead
you have to
my
shave
hair.
your head. No.
Oh shoot,
dude,
bro.
to 1,000?
Yes, but here's the thing, though.
that?
Last time we did okay, we only did 100, but I lost, and you made me wear a pink backpack, and I couldn't even do that.
What you didn't even do. Yeah.
I did for like a whole night. You wanted a whole week. That's just insane.
No, you're just weak. So this is on the pod, though. So it kind of has to be done.
Okay.
What about 1 to 10? Oh,
1 in 10,000.
I was gonna say 1 in 10,000. Does that make you feel better?
A little bit, but dude, you're a sly dog. I feel like you'd read my mind or something.
Okay, we'll split the difference. We'll go 1 to 5,000. We'll do a 3, 2, 1.
All right, let me. How about this? How about this? How about this? I'm going to write down a number. I don't want it to be like in the moment. I'm going to write down a number. If you guess that number, I'll shave my head right now on the pod.
Okay.
Oh my gosh, dude, I'm scared.
Gosh, bro, this got way intense.
I know. Jeez.
You have to live up to it if you're really gonna. I mean, the chances are incredibly
really
low,
slim.
but you have to promise you will.
All right, number between 1 and 5,000.
1 in 5,000.
Okay. Okay, I got it. Guess.
Okay, I'm gonna say 964.
173, baby.
Oh,
Oh man, I was scared.
I can't believe you didn't do like 4,324 or something.
I know. I was like, I should do like some big random number, but I'm like, no one will guess like mid 100s.
Yeah. Dang. I mean, I had the right idea.
You did low. I was kind of scared when you were like doing in the hundreds. I was like, oh, but once you said 9.
And I tried to see like how. I mean, the best I could. I tried to see your arm to see like if you're gonna go for like the 4 number or like the 2 or just like a 1.
Like how long I wrote.
Yeah, but that didn't really help me at all. So
no, I kind of like moved my arm around for a while.
So that was good. Good for you, dude.
No, I actually didn't.
Okay, no, let's do one for me. I want to be on the other side.
Okay. Well, then we can't do 1 in 5,000 because I feel like you're the type of guy that's like 1 in 10. I'll do anything.
That's true. Okay.
So let's do 1 out of 100.
Okay.
And what is something that you wouldn't want to... Okay, how about this? 1 out of 100. This is something you do not want to do. But if I get it, you have to move down to St. George with me for a few months.
Okay. That's like an actual life-changing decision.
Come on, dude. It'd be so fun. That's way better than shaving your head.
It's not. Trust me.
It's not. How about this? Then, okay, how about this? You only have to come down. Just come down for like a few days.
Well, I'll probably do that anyway, so.
Fine. Just do it anyways.
So there's nothing that we can bet on.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. Freak.
How about I release my single?
Your rap single.
Yeah.
I was gonna ask you a big question.
Okay.
But I also forgot.
Go ahead. It's okay. We can drop it.
Yeah, just drop it.
Just forget this.
Dude. Oh, okay. So here's my story. It wasn't actually a question. It was just a story. So for the uppies, I'm sure everyone has seen that guy that goes to like UVU or BYU and asks like, "Hey, what song are you listening to?"
Yeah.
It's like a big thing. It's been blown up. So his name's James, and he like follows the pod, and like we've texted a couple times, and he's like really chill. So he started this new. He has like a bunch of different like social media stuff he does, and he started this new thing where he like does these like really interesting vlogs, interestingly shot vlogs on TikTok. And so he sent me it, and he's like, "Hey, like, can I call you? I want to ask you a question about like how I can do this better or whatever." So when he called me, he was asking about how we plan the podcast. He's like, "So like I had to like, you know, I recorded a lot because I just didn't really know what to talk about, and it was kind of hard to make the vlogs, like a lot of work. So how do you guys plan the podcast? How do you guys cut it up and all this different stuff?" He's like, "Do you guys like write an outline beforehand, or do you guys have like a plan?" And I was like, "That's funny you ask, because literally, like we don't have an outline or a plan or anything. Like we've had 1 or 2 episodes that we've like, oh, okay, let's talk about this. But every single episode, basically, it's like I text you, I'm like, "Hey, you ready?" You're like, "Yeah." I like give you a call, or we sit down, I'm like, hit record, I'm like, "All right, dude, we're gone." And then it's just like I'm never scared. I'm never nervous. It's just like we're just like,
oh no,
right into it, just talking about stuff.
Yeah, and the first couple, I think we were a little bit, more hesitant. Obviously, it's the first time, right? We wanted to make sure we did a good job and we said the right things, or we had topics that were engaging. But after you do it for a while, you realize that your audience listens to a podcast or to people because of who they are and the personality and tendencies, opposed to topics, even though those can help.
Right.
So I think after that kind of clicked for us, and we're like, hey, people just, we like to do it because we think we like spending time with each other and it's engaging, but also because we don't have to be or do anything that we're not. We just literally just hang out. And if people like that, that's great, which I think has, struck a chord with, our uppies.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's funny that, because we got that question a lot. Like, do you guys like outline this, or it's like literally we just say, hey, you ready? And then we press record.
Yeah. And I really
not
don't know
to say
how
that we don't
it.
think about the pod, but
Yeah. Like we have we've had segments. That's one thing. We do segments sometimes, but for the most part, I don't know how we do it. But it's not like we're like, okay, let's start with this and we'll kind of move into this. We just hit record, and I'll be honest, like usually you're the one that kind of takes the lead to start out. You're always like, so I've been thinking, and you have some question. I'm like, I don't know where you come up with this stuff, but you kind of start it, and then it gets my engine revving, and then we just never end. And then we kind of have to like stop ourselves. We could literally talk all day long and never stop.
For a long time.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think we'll look back when the Up and Up is in the Pod Hall of Fame, and we'll just be like, dude, like, how did we do it? Like, how do we just? I don't want to say effortlessly, okay? And I mean, but yeah, like
it basically is.
How did we? And I really don't know how we do it, and it's really not anything amazing. It's just immaculate, ultimate chill time.
Yeah, I kind of felt bad though because remember Athen.
Of course.
Yeah. So he came down to St. George and visited. He visited St. George and I happened to be here, so we hung out. And I was like, he's like, how's the pod going? And I'm like, dude, it's going great. I'm just happy to be doing something consistently. He's like, yeah, thanks for that, by the way. I was like, frick.
Oh snap!
Yeah, I was like, dang, he, me and him had like a gaming channel because we both always would play like Call of Duty and stuff like that. And we lasted, I don't know, a month or two of like making videos, but it just got so hard because I didn't want to edit solo. I wanted him to edit solo, but he had never edited before, so I'd drive up to his house and help him edit. But like I was so good and so fast at it, and I was like, I just can't sit here and watch him like learn. So I'm like, I'll just do it. So I just like go up there and edit every single time, and I was like, it was just a lot of work. He lived like 40 minutes away. So eventually I was like, I think Luke came home from his mission at that time, and it kind of got like put in the back burner. Anyways, yeah, point is I just kind of felt bad. I was like, freak. Oh well, but
it's just not Up and Up, Athen. Sorry.
Yeah, I told Athen, dude, he has consistently for like 2 years now made, because he always has energy drinks and he loves trying out new flavors. He has like an energy drink review show on Snapchat, which is like he just kind of did it for his friends for fun, but he should have done it on TikTok because he made like hundreds of them. He would just like every day it was a different flavor, and he would just like talk about it for 2 minutes, and it was always like way entertaining. He had like funny jokes. And so I told him, I was like, dude, you got to post these on TikTok. He's like, yeah, but I just don't have like the best ones. And like, I don't want to go back and review the same flavors. But I was like, but dude, like, you're just so consistent at it. And I know for sure you'd have a following right now if you had done that all on TikTok.
100%.
And so I told him, I was like, just find the recordings, upload like one a day, and then just like kind of start again, but on TikTok, because it's a cool idea and you're funny and people would like it. So I hope he does that, because that would be legendary.
I mean, consistency trumps everything. On social media, in real life, I guess, but especially on social media.
Just don't quit.
You don't have to be super funny or do something super different, but if you can do it once every week, once a day, whatever your niche is, dude, you're gonna be successful at some point.
No, 100%, and that goes with everything. Like working out, people are always so stressed about what do I eat, how many reps should I do, what sets or whatever, what workouts. It's like just to get in the habit of going every day. Right, same thing with this. It's like today, I'll be honest, this weekend I'd worked all week helping my parents move a bunch of their stuff from their basement. And I was like super busy and I didn't have my laptop. And then I get home and I'm here today and I'm just like, dang, dude, like we didn't upload the podcast on Friday, so I have to record and upload and edit tonight. And I'm just like, part of me doesn't want to do it, but that's part of the hard working, is like you just have to do it whether you want to or not, because you're staying consistent. And then you'll be successful. And I'll be honest, there have been times with the podcast that I'm just like, dang, dude, we're falling off, or like, oh no, we're like running out of steam. But then I'll just get some random text and somebody's like, hey, like I listen to your podcast every week and I love it and you guys are great and I can't wait to see where it takes you. And I'm just like, that's crazy. You know what I mean? Like, that's crazy. So I always have to tell them, like, I appreciate you guys reaching out, because it always helps.
For sure, man. Yeah, the support from the community, whether it's an email, a text, a comment, we love and read them all. And I don't care how popular you are. Surely even like the most popular podcasts, they're still fueled by that very thing. like as a creator, nothing really gives you that fire more than people reaching out and
Yeah.
like there was like a famous or his name is Miles Cameron. I've listened to most of his album. He's got a couple, most of one album, and I reached out to him on Instagram. I was like, dude, this guy is like amazing. This guy's got to have like 1 million followers.
Mm-hmm.
He has like 5,000, which is
Really?
a lot. But I was just like, what in the world? Found him on Spotify, no big deal. And I DM'd him. I was like, dude, your music is amazing, man. Like, keep up the good work, or something along those lines. Because I am all about the support. I love, the community and what he does. And not expecting anything, he responds. He's got the blue check mark. That's a big deal.
Yeah.
He responds. He's like, hey man, like, appreciate it. Thanks so much. A lot more to come. Stay tuned. I was like, oh my gosh. I was like, that just made my day, bro. It made my day. And I'm sure it obviously boosted his confidence and love for what he does too.
Mm-hmm.
So especially as a fan, saying that and then getting something in return feels good, I'm sure, as well. It's a cool double-edged sword that we're walking with. But it helps.
Yeah, dude, the podcast has been very interesting.
So fun, dude.
Life-changing.
So fun. It's one of the highlights of my week.
Yeah, dude. No, it always that's the kind of the thing that we always talk about is just us catching up, right? Because we used to hang out like a bunch. There's always something to talk about, but now with we have our own separate lives, obviously, and time goes by. So when we get back together, it's like it's just us catching up, and including the Uppies on in the conversation.
For sure.
And I know some people might be asking, like, yeah, but like who are these random dudes? Like, who would care about their life? But that's the beauty of like social interaction, especially with the internet, is people just like people. And if you're a genuine person and other people are genuine and they're a part of the whole experience, it's like, it's just a good time. It's really not that serious.
Dude, and so many people are famous off of like those videos of like a day in my life, and then they literally just like walk through the store or or like, what do I eat in a day? And people like eat it up. I'm not gonna lie, I've been like, there's no reason for me to be this invested, but like, well, dude, what'd you have for lunch?
Yeah, right.
And how many macros was that really? Like, that should not be something I'm concerned about.
Mm-hmm.
But that's a really good point. I love that, is people just love people.
So then what did you have for lunch, Alex?
Today, today I had McDonald's. I did. I know. I got a Big Mac with fries and a Dr. Pepper. It was not my most nutritious meal.
Oh, that
However,
sounds good.
It was really good.
I had Taco Bell for lunch. So
you did?
Yeah, nacho fry box.
What the heck? Bro, that is very off-brand of you. And it was amazing, wasn't it?
It was good. No, I mean, I've literally, ever since my parents started moving, I've been so busy going back and forth and like helping them out with stuff that the whole like routine of diet has been off. I've been going to the gym, which is fine, but the whole diet thing is a little off. And dude, I've been eating freaking fast food for like every meal, and I'm not in a good place with my diet. But
dude,
it'll come
it's
back.
hard, man.
Mm-hmm.
How is the move going?
Good. They have new house under contract and their current house under contract.
For real?
Yeah. So
in St. George?
Yeah.
They already found have a house. One?
Yeah.
Is it nice?
One, dude. It's pretty sick. It's like right on the golf course.
Jeez, is it like about as big as their other one or smaller? Or?
It's smaller, but they're excited for it. I'm just excited for them to be down here.
That happened so fast.
I know, dude. It was like just a couple months ago. It's like life was just up there, and now it's all moving down here. So yeah, pretty wild. And
were they able to get it for about the same price, so they wouldn't have to spend a whole lot, or was it a lot more to move down?
Well, it's kind of sick because they're making so much off this sale, and only putting down a little bit on the next one, that they are able to pay off like all their cars, pay off all their debt, have like barely any bills other than just the house payment. And so, I mean, they used to, have to live off of, this much, and now they live off a third of what they used to have to live off of. So I'm like,
geez, good for them.
What an upgrade, What an upgrade.
Dang that. Yeah, I'm moving to St. George. That's a pretty good deal.
Yeah, for real. So, no, they're excited. I'm excited. And life's good. So, frick.
I love that, man. And the nacho fry box is back. For those of you who don't know,
nacho fries
promise you won't be disappointed. They're so good.
They're so good.
Okay, the box is $6. Can we please address that? $6. That's like a quarter nowadays. That's what I find on the ground. I may as well.
No, dude. I was thinking about it. I'm like, I used to think that all fast food was really cheap, but McDonald's was the cheapest. And they have some good deals. Like the $15 double meal bundle or whatever is awesome. But Taco Bell is incredibly cheap. Like if you get a big box, right, a $5 big box, and add like a $2 or $1 burrito in there, that's a lot of food for like $7.
Yeah.
So, and then I discovered that Panda Express, I thought it used to be expensive, but you can get a bigger plate, right? 3 entrees and chow mein or rice, $10. I'm like, I always spend like $12 at McDonald's.
Yeah. Yeah.
This place
That's
is
true.
Great value.
Yeah, and with McDonald's, you always play the risk of, is it fresh?
Yeah.
I've had probably, I mean, you got to factor in how many times I've gone to each, but I've had the most unpleasant experiences probably with McDonald's of any, just because you never really know what you're going to get. I don't know. Sometimes the meat isn't good, or like the fries are cold. You can never really tell. But again, Taco Bell, really great quality. It is the best bang for your buck. Yeah. And here's a fast food hack for all of you who don't know. Please listen to me as I've built my brand name and career off of this. If you're going to eat fast food and you have time to eat it in your car, just go inside.
100%.
Just go inside. You have access to unlimited condiments. You have access to drink refills, which is so underrated.
Yeah.
Especially if you get a smaller meal, which will cost you less money, which is basically the same meal, just a smaller drink. Look out for that. That's what they do. Okay. You buy that meal. If it comes with a smaller cup, that's okay because you can get unlimited refills. So go save some money. Go kick back. Go inside. I promise you, you will have a different experience and it will be better off.
Even if you're alone. Preferably.
Oh, dude, I rock the solo fast food dine-in all the time. Zero shame. A lot of pride, actually.
Yeah. I'm actually proud of myself.
I'm telling you, that is the ultimate hack. Yeah, everything's better.
Yeah, I actually saw a post. I have no idea if like Leonardo DiCaprio actually said this, but like someone said something along these lines, and I think it's true. Okay. But like, yeah, if you can go and sit alone at a restaurant, or maybe go to a movie alone, or walk around the mall alone, and like you're enjoying your own company, man, you're in a good spot psychologically, emotionally.
I agree. Yeah, go rock a matinee by yourself. Like, yeah, dude. Why do you have to have? And I've seen videos of, and it's kind of sad, but like, a man or woman tells their partner, their spouse, like, hey, I'm gonna go watch a movie in the living room, and then they're like, their spouse like freaks out, like, what? Like, no, like we do that together. Yeah. Like there's so much joy and peace about being with yourself and your own thoughts, and I'm not talking social media, not having your phone, but dude, just to be alone for a bit, whether that's having a meal. I mean, going to a matinee, dude, rocking a solo matinee is so much fun. Go to that afternoon showing by yourself. It's a blast. Yeah. But I don't know. Maybe it's because I'm more introverted, but there's a lot of power to being alone. I think you're right.
It's so funny that you and I think you and I have a different balance of extroverted, introverted. But it's so funny how both of us have such magnetic personalities. But at the same time,
yeah. Yes. Say that again.
That word. Oh, dude, magnetic personalities, and yet we basically just don't really hang out with very many people.
I don't know. Is that funny?
It's very interesting.
Maybe it's just too much of a good thing.
Yeah.
Have you ever heard of that?
I have.
But magnetic, I'm gonna use that word. Let me put that in my arsenal. Put that in my quiver. I need to throw that out more.
Yeah, you do. There's a lot of words. A lot of good words.
Yeah, a lot of good words. Like, all right, well.
And we like those words.
Well, what are we at?
I don't know how you do it, but you always ask that question at the perfect time. I was gonna kind of wait it out, go to like an hour 20, and then just tell you, by the way, like we're deep, because I kind of want to make a long one. But yeah, we're at 45 right now, and you nail it every time.
Hey, thanks, dude.
You're just good at filling time. You're like crying about
it. I needed that today, bro. It's been a rough day.
Has it been a rough day?
JK, I'm good. Okay. No, I'm okay.
Okay, good.
Pretty sure I failed the test, but no, we're chilling. Yeah, and quick thing. there's a good chance I move back to Utah County here pretty soon.
Mm-hmm.
I've got a pretty sick apartment lined up that may or may not go through. Again, it's still up in the air.
Yeah.
But I'm pretty sure that's going to be my move.
Bro, if you
anything
find
changes, I'll let you know.
if you find a spot, if you find an apartment that has like, I mean, if it's super small, I get it, it's tough. But if it has any room at all for me to sleep on the floor,
It'll
bro,
be bigger. Yeah, it'll be bigger for sure.
I will come up and stay with you for however long you allow me to.
I would love that. Please sleep on my floor.
I will. Yeah, dude, that'd be legendary.
But yeah, let's talk about that. Let's talk about that vacay.
Yeah,
maybe we can get some drinks. Dude, I'm 100%, bro. I need to get away, dude. I haven't been on vacation in years.
I mean, you could always start with a St. George run. Start with a St. George
run.
You could.
You could.
Making you feel.
Yeah,
and then we'll move.
But if I'm going to spend that money, time, and energy to go to St. George, I may as well go big.
I'll split. I'll pay for the down, and you pay for the up.
Wow. That's
and
good.
you have a place to stay. Come on.
I do?
Well, I mean, yeah, you can sleep in my bed with me.
Or maybe I just drive through, pick you up on the way to LB.
That'd be sick. If you can find a member or someone down there that you know that will allow us to stay there for free, I will make it happen as soon as possible.
That's a lot to ask for.
That's a tall order.
If we can have free housing in Southern California for just a week, then I'll go.
Bro, come on. There's got to be some member that's like, please come down.
Dude, and it's funny because like all of the people I want to visit or know have moved here. Honestly, like all but a couple. It's nuts.
People are leaving California.
But I'm not worried. We'll figure it out. So
yeah. Well, frick, dude.
Hey, great pod, man. Great pod. Give yourself a pat on the back. You did good.
Good doing business.
You did good, kid.
Dang, dude. There's probably way more to talk about, honestly.
Oh yeah, there always is.
But that's for next week. I bet all of our uppies want longer podcast episodes, to be honest.
You think so? Maybe that's something we should ask. I mean, we can record another one. I've got some time, but we can also just do it next week.
Let's just do it next week because I have to also edit and upload and then leave back to Payson.
You going back to Payson again?
Yeah, because we have to do one more load and we're going to do it all in one day. I want to go up there, sleep there, load it, come back. I know, it's a freaking lot of driving, but down.
Are they like helping you out since you're going up and down?
Like financially speaking?
Yeah, it's by financially speaking.
Yeah,
do I speak it any other way?
Yeah, you only speak about money. Let's be honest.
Well, not that they like necessarily need to. I'm just curious because you're helping them like move.
Yeah,
and that's like a lot of labor and driving down. That's like 3 hours, isn't it?
Right. You know, I don't ask them for money, and I would do it for free. But you know, they pay for my meals when we're hanging out, obviously.
Gotcha.
And like they toss me a hundo or two.
Frick, bro. Jeez, say that so casually. A couple Benjamins just floating around.
Benjis, man.
Who are these people?
Dang,
dude, that's awesome.
We just
that's
live
hilarious.
an enchanted life.
You gotta put that in. That's great.
A couple hundos. So, dude, yeah, bro. Life's good. So, is this it?
I think so. Yeah.
Okay.
Hey,
okay.
We love y'all, uppies. We love you.